I saw a video on here talking about people should develop a sense of urgency, and every time they wake up in the morning, they should tell themselves, do it now, like a mantra over and over again. I feel like that's bullshit, and I did want to just make a comment because we live in an age of digital dementia where very young people, younger than me, a lot of the times, unfortunately, we see this with teenage kids. God forbid it's younger, but it shouldn't be happening at all, where we struggle with basic executive functioning, and they come up with diagnoses in the DSM-5, and they give us, labels like, oh, you're just neurodivergent, you have ADHD, you're on the spectrum for this, that, the third. Are you really though? Or are you exposed to things that literally no other human being in any of our aware recorded history has ever been exposed to? Like, hence me using these, which I recommend getting some. Yellow for the day if you're using raw optics. No, I'm not affiliated with them. Orange ones at night. But the best solution to getting out of the matrix is to just get off of these devices and to go the fuck outside. The sun itself, that fireball in the sky that keeps us warm and everybody's happy when it comes out and sad when it's covered up by clouds. The sun is the great giver and the great physician. When I got really sick recently, I was really fucking sick. I was laid out for like 2 weeks. I went and spent a whole day. Yes, I live in Florida. I'm very blessed. I understand that the sun's not out some places, but I went and spent the whole day laying out in the sun, and I felt unbelievably better, and not just physically. Like, I could actually think clearly. I'm like many people where obviously, yes, I have the music. That's what I want to be doing full time. But right now it doesn't pay all the bills. So I do 2 things full time, right? So I have my music, poetry, art, podcast, blah, blah, blah. I also am a full-time medical recruiter. So there's my little workstation back there, but I work remote full-time, and I am on the phones and on the computer doing my regular day job full-time. So I understand that it's not so easy for all of us to just, bounce to the country and fucking not ever be on a smartphone. I mean, I have to use the phone to upload shit to promote music too. You know what I mean? Like, believe it or not, this helps. I also use shungite to help with EMF radiation from Wi-Fi routers, and I turn it the fuck off at night. Like some of it you can't escape from, but what I make sure I do throughout my day, even when I'm working, is I take a lot of breaks to be outside and to move my body. The reason why people feel stuck, like we can't get it done, like we're in this perpetual state of procrastination, I don't actually think it's because most people are lazy. I think it's because of the simple principle of inertia. We live indoor lifestyles, but we are designed biologically to move every day. And like, when's the last day that you walked 7 fucking miles? Do you know what I mean? Or did you just walk like to and from, a 10-foot radius all day? Because most people drive everywhere now, you know what I mean? So, and most people aren't even in real sunlight. They're inside all the time. Break it up as much as you can. That shit's gonna go away. And also, we've never ever been exposed to so much news before in our lives. So many voices, so many, oh my God, freak out about everything. I'm not saying it's not shit worth freaking out about, but it's like our brains are not designed to know about every single fucking thing going around across the world. Here's when it kind of hit me. Okay, I'm in Florida. We get severe weather. We get hurricanes. But right now, it's not quite yet hurricane season, okay? So I was sitting out in the sun enjoying the fuck out of where I live. Enjoying the moment, being a human being. This is what we're supposed to do. And I found myself wanting to look at YouTube on my phone because I was like, oh shit, up in the southeast, they're having a bunch of tornadoes. I wonder what's going on. And I stopped myself. And it's like, I'm sitting here in Florida where like right now shit's cool. Am I really gonna sit here while I'm spending time out in nature just allowing myself the needed space to do nothing and to just breathe because we are not machines? Am I really going to take my mind, decapitate it essentially energetically from my body so I can find out what the weather is like 1,000 miles away? Now think about how ridiculous that is, and think about how we all do that in certain ways. It doesn't mean literally the same shit, but how often are we caught up in business that is not ours? More so than we are caught up in business that is. And that's what creates so many ships without captains, so many cars without drivers. So it's like, no shit, people have a problem with executive functioning. They're fucking overwhelmed. They're not moving. The flow of their life force is blocked. They aren't getting fucking basic things like fresh air, movement, and sunlight. And they're overwhelmed with shit that like they don't even have the power to do anything about. So no shit, their confidence level to approach the things they do have the power to do something about is kind of in the fucking can. So anyways, I've got to get going to my next thing. I just, for whatever reason, felt called to say what I just said. So hopefully it made sense. Hopefully it helped somebody. If there's someone out there who feels like shit, if you feel like you're stuck and what's wrong with me? Why can't I just do X, Y, Z? It might not be so much wrong with you. It might just be so much wrong with the lifestyle. And luckily, doing things like moving and going outside and getting fresh air and being in the sun are all free. So they're available to everybody.